K Flock is 18 years old. K Flock is 18 years old. Making noise out here. I'm going to repeat. K Flock is 18 years old. K Flock was arrested for allegedly killing a man, a 24-year-old man, outside the barbershop earlier this month. It's the third week of December, something like that. I think December 16th. I may get the dates mixed up. He shot the man to death. And how they caught, or how they knew it was K Flock, was due to the Amiris and the Montclair. This is what it said. Now let me say this: I am not a detective. I am not a lawyer, judge, or jury, so I'm not here to do their job. I'm just here to spit out and spread the news of what I read, what I'm hearing, and give my opinion. I'm not going to ridicule, maim, or anything. First and foremost, I want to say rest in peace to that man that passed away. And free K Flock. I don't believe that nobody should die and nobody should be in prison. Let me say that. It's a shame though that this young man was up and coming, and he's moving to the Bronx NY drill. And the thing about it is that this whole drill movement that started in the rack, they're going to say it started in Chicago, has spawned out in the world of craziness. Now, I'm not here to judge once again, but it got out of hand. People are losing their lives because these people want to do what they rap about. Lack of guidance. They big homies be 21 years old because of all the pain and work they put in at a young age, because of how our communities is developed, or how our neighborhoods is put together, and what we have to go through to help our parents and help our family eat at night. They big homies is about 21. The lieutenants is about 20. They join these gangs and factions and all that, and they don't respect the OGs, because the OGs just coming home, and the OGs try to stay out of it because there's a new law in power. Because a lot of times when the OGs try to get involved and try to tell the kids what to do and run them and doge them, a lot of them end up twisted. And they don't have that, it don't matter how much respect you got, respectfully. You have to be able to adjust to the margins and get into the mind of the youth. K Flock was moving. My son Queenzflip Jr. put me on. One of the hottest things right now coming out of New York. And now he's being accused. He's arrested of murder. And then he's about to go to the island. Let's not talk about the island. Hopefully he ends up in the right building and people look out for him and stuff like that and stuff like that. But it's like they put in, it's like he did what he did. He's leaving and he's going, two wrongs don't make a right. And I'm not here to judge or say nothing, but he's about to go, you know what I mean? And this is my thing. I don't want to get into too much of that. That's too much politics. This is my thing, though. My thing is this. We need to put a system together. We need the big homies, the people in the neighborhoods, we don't have people to police our own neighborhoods. We need to put a system together. And when somebody's moving and making noise, whether it's a business, a brand, a store, whatever, we need to make sure that they are removed from the neighborhood. We need to put a system together. We need to put, what's those things that you put money together? I don't know what it's called. Like you put money in a person. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3. Got it. So we need, since it's hard for a lot of us to police our own neighborhood, and we may feel like people won't listen, or we don't want to put that thought into it, we need to put together a pot. And in this pot we put together, we need to remove or move these young rising stars out the neighborhood and let them not come back to the neighborhood. I know it sounds crazy, but something needs to happen. Look at what's happening. It's always the ones with the bright future trying to prove something because they still in the neighborhood. Who are you proving it to? Who? And why would somebody let somebody that's in position to change everybody's life do something crazy? Because nobody wants to listen. When you're in a position, it's mathematics 101. When you're in a position to remove or move your homies out the hood and stuff like that, our focus should be on making sure that person is in a great position, his focus is in the studio and going home. He got his little weed, he got his joint and going home. That's the problem, is youth raising youth. Don't get mad at me, I'm not disrespecting nobody, salute, but it's youth raising youth. How can two people that think alike raise each other? Their vision is in a circle. This is their vision. They're ping-ponging. Huh? Mind tennis. They're ping-ponging. How? How can they help each other? Answer that for me. How can they help each other? They need somebody that they can respect, look up to. I don't know the situation, but a lot of times in the neighborhoods, lack of respect for the mothers, lack of fathers, lack of helping the old people in the neighborhood, just destroying our community, graffiti, doing stuff, not taking care of our community. This is what's happening. And when you become a product of your environment, you end up going to prison. And it hurt me to see homie in jail. I'm not even trying to diss homie. I know he had a bright future. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into politics. I don't know what's going on, but it's like seeing it again and again and again and again. I'm not here to complain about it. I'm here to talk about it and give my solutions. I'm going to be one of the first ones, I'm telling you, to put a pot together, to start to move them out. We've seen it time and time again. When we don't move the up-and-coming stars out the hood, they either get killed or end up in jail, robbed, injured. It happens. We can't change the formula of society. We cannot change the formula that puts together to have these miserable people in the neighborhood. We can't change it. And I'm not taking away from the man that lost his life or his family. Let me get to that. First of all, rest in peace to that man. He didn't deserve to lose his life. And I don't know, they saying it happened. I mean, when the news come out and stuff, I'll be able to come back and talk about it. Nobody deserves to lose their life. It should be somebody that could come in the middle and be able to rectify these things. If no one, and this is where I draw the line, if no one on each side or family or close family was man down, it should be some sort of middle. It should be a middle. It should be somebody to come in like, you two sit down and talk it out. You two figure it out. It shouldn't have to go to violence, man. And they shouldn't let him do that anyway. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, we not doing that, homie. Nah, we gotta go in the studio and record. We gotta go do this in the studio. We not doing that. Let me go chop it up with him. Let's make it make sense. A lot of things are misunderstandings, and a lot of things is ego and pride. False ego and false pride that can be mended over with a simple conversation. If you took all the guns, the weapons, the egos, and put these two people in a room together for about a couple of hours, after all the fighting is done and biting and stuff, but there's no weapons, a conversation will be had. And an understanding will come. A lot of enemies have came together in prison. And I know that sounds crazy. They flip out, you bring in a prison, but what I'm saying is that they had no choice because it was them and the enemy, even though they're from the same borough, going against other boroughs that didn't care that they were enemies. So they had no choice but to come together and have a conversation. That was the example. All it takes is a conversation. And I feel like the industry, you know what I mean? You know, I heard he got signed. The industry should put things together, advances together, have apartments together far away somewhere so they can put these guys so they can preserve the artists, because all they do is make money off of these murders and situations, man. It's a sad thing to talk about. It's sad the homie's in prison. Another young man, life may go down the drain. Somebody else lost their life. It's sad, man. I wish the best in this situation. Queens.